Tony D and Little Joan with Screenwriter's Rant on Girl in the Garage, the Laura Cohen story, an original Lifetime movie. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Check out my books, links in the description. Comedy Horror in South Jersey. It's the Pineys, books 1 through 16. Available at Amazon.com. Don't forget, Kindle Unlimited is free. So, these are always based on a true story. They call them women in danger movies. And this is what Lifetime loves to produce. And this is their audience. So these are for women. It's about a woman who's in danger and she overcomes the danger. So in this case, you can see the whole movie in the trailer just about. She runs a bookstore and she has 2 kids. And her husband ends up in jail because I don't know, he did some work for some bad guys, or he was a bad guy and she didn't know. Now she's screwed. An original Lifetime movie. So that's the first act. Second act is this guy who's what is it? I think he's like a Farrakhan guy, right? Muslim Brotherhood, maybe. No, not Muslim Brotherhood. I forget what it's called. But maybe he's just Muslim. I don't know. But he offers to take her in. And so he does. But he's a weirdo. Turns out he puts a chain around the fridge, even though he invites her into his home. And he's got another wife. And now and then he gets bossier and bossier. And until finally he locks her in a garage with her kids to teach her a lesson, I guess. So I guess this really happened. So she and her 2 kids had to live in the garage, and then he, of course, wants to have his way with her, and she doesn't want anything to do with him, but maybe she doesn't have a choice. And then slowly over a period of time, she's there for hundreds of days. Over a period of time, she finally finds a way to get word out. Here she slips a note to a cashier or whatever. The Girl in the Garage, a Lifetime original movie. I keep saying that because they have a real announcer do this one with that kind of voice, and it's always funny to me. So, ladies, here's your movie. It's not for me. Could I watch this movie? When they do a true life story, the ones I believe the least are movies like this, because these are always pumped up, full of drama. Now, that's not to say what happened to the actual woman wasn't dramatic. I'm sure it very, very much was, if this is even partially true. But yeah, I don't trust these adaptations, but I'm sure this was something similar happened to her. So yeah, it's sad. It's a sad event. I guess she got some money. I hope she got some money and is back on her feet. But I don't know. Maybe not. I mean, who knows? Who knows what kind of money she got? Maybe she wrote a book and then they made a movie about it. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty cut and paste girl in danger movie. They're all kind of like this. Sometimes it's one where a woman will move to a foreign country with her new husband only to realize he's a controlling narcissist, and then she's trapped in the foreign country and she has to get out. Sometimes it doesn't even have to be a foreign country. It could just be an isolated area. But it's usually about a controlling man and a woman trying to overcome adversity, usually. So it's sort of like, I've said in the rom-coms, it's usually like a wedding or Christmas. That's like one of the 2 factors. Here, one of the 2 factors would probably be like a controlling man. That's almost, I would say like 80% of them. some sort of controlling man, sometimes a stalker, um, or the other one is a situation where the woman overcomes adversity somehow, like she has to survive in the woods after getting lost, or her boyfriend is injured, or she has to save her child from a bear, stuff like that, But more often than not, it's more like this. So if you're writing these, the idea, of course, is to make it as dramatic as possible, and then have a nice happy ending that is kind of semi inspirational, which I'm sure is at the end credits. And then, you want it to be based on a true story. So you don't want to go totally off the reservation and add something crazy, but, you want to stick mostly to the story. And sometimes, if you're a screenwriter, they're going to saddle you with a pretty boring story that you're going to have to jazz up somehow. So, but I'm sure there's plenty of women in danger situations to choose from that are, legit dramatic. So let's read the write-up. Struggling to make ends meet, Laura Cohen and her children temporarily moved into the home of a family friend. However, they soon find themselves held captive in a cold, dark garage, enduring years of abuse at the hands of the man who betrayed them. Yep, that's very, very succinct and on point. It's a good synopsis. Also, she at the beginning of the movie owns a bookstore. Yeah, that doesn't bode well for your finances if you own a bookstore. I hate to tell you, especially these days. So yeah, it looks fine. Not my kind of movie. Won't watch it. Don't even know how to look at Lifetime anymore. Never even. Don't look at TV really. A Lifetime. I don't even. What channel is that? Anyhow, that's it for me, Tony D and Little Joan. Don't forget, tomorrow's a live stream where we do it live at 7 p.m. and we'll be talking about the box office and movies, and maybe I'll do yet another rant. You got to see my rant on movie theaters. It's only on the other 3 channels, the green site, the orange site, and the black site. So you got to see that one. I was going off on movie theaters. Thank you for listening. We'll see you in the next one.